Well, good morning there, YouTube. This is Weekend Wander 3, out for another wander this weekend. It is February 11th, Saturday, and I'm heading on out to Black River Falls State Forest. I'm gonna do an overnighter out there. I got one thing that I'd like to do this weekend, and that's try to cook a steak over the coals. So that's the only thing I got planned. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wander like I usually do. Give you a view. It's a little hazy. Sun's not quite up yet. It is, but it's cloudy. Nice out this weekend. We'll give you a little view here. A little bumpy. Okay, get back at you when I get out there. Still on the road. 8:45 now. Left at 7:30. Last time I was up here was April of last year, and this road was a complete disaster. As you can see how nice and steady the camera is now, they redid the road, which makes for a much more enjoyable ride. So, I should be there in 40 minutes or so. I'll get back at you when I get there, get the pack on and get ready to go. Good morning, YouTube. It's 10 a.m. and I'm here now. Black River Falls State Forest. Out for another wander. I didn't bring my sleeping kit with me right now. I'm just heading in to find a spot. Then I'll come back and get it. Give you a pan around here where I'm at. It's the road coming in. Little pine. Road heading out. Some more pines. And that's the little trail I'm taking. To head in. See what I can see. And as usual, I'll collect some tinder on the way in. Like some of them leaves right there, maybe. We'll probably go for those right there. Nice dry leaves. And look for some pine twigs and stuff on the way in, and maybe some grasses. We'll go from there. Alright, catch you later. Hi there, YouTube. I think I found my spot. I am about 190, well no, actually it'd be 5 degrees northwest of nowhere. Looks like a nice little spot to set up for tonight. Give you a pan around. Plan on setting up between these two trees, that one right there and that one there. My pack is leaning right in there. The breeze is supposed to come tonight and tomorrow from that way, so that'll be kind of not directly behind, not directly on the side, so the smoke shouldn't swirl too bad. because I'm going to be sitting right there. And I don't know if you can see the little stump right there. But there's a little pine stump right there, and that's what I'm going to process my wood on. And the fire will be right about there where that stick is. And my bed should be right over in there. We'll get you set up here. Or I'll get set up and then I'll get you guys set back up. A little pan around. There's a hill over there. It goes down into a valley. There's a little bit of a hill here. Another hill off in the distance there. And it continues down all the way out into there. But I don't want to be down at the bottom, and I don't want to be at the top. So I want to be someplace in the middle. Okay. Catch back up with you when I'm getting set up here. Here's the start of my raised bed. Not going to raise it up too far. Just want to get it off the snow. Got some more cutting to do. Time to take some clothes off. It's starting to get a little warm. You don't want to get too overheated in the winter, even though it's almost 40 degrees. I think it's 36. But that's where hypothermia comes in. So I'm told. Not an expert on it. I'm not an expert on anything. But I have heard, like your phone, it's like an emergency system. Now, to extend the battery life, because it's going to get colder, is you just turn it on airplane mode. The camera will still work. In a video, if you want to shoot like that, and it saves a lot of the battery. I don't know if it allows you to receive calls, but I know that it does extend the battery, and it make sure it doesn't fall out here. It does extend the battery, and it does let you take pictures and videos, so if that's what you're using it for, you'll still be good to go. Alright, getting a little headway here. Got 2 stakes driven in the end, the head of the bed, or the foot. I don't know which was which yet. And then got my paracord up. And I just got the end of it hanked up right there, so it's out of the way. And all I did is looped it on there, ran it across to here, ran a trucker's hitch. Well, it's not going to focus on that. But I ran a trucker's hitch, and then back around the tree, and then back out that way. Just something to use up the extra paracord. And right now it's my clothes hanger. And then I will be, well, I could do it over there too, I suppose. Hang a little loop and a toggle and hang my backpack up. But right now it's fine on the ground. So the bigger stuff that I'm pushing over or cutting down, it's all dead standing. I'm leaving for my firewood. And the little branches and stuff and bark scrapings, I'm leaving right there. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, hopefully. Alright, get back to you when I get a little farther along the process. Alright, noon now. Right at noon. 2 hours. Probably about, half hour to find a spot. And then hour and a half to find some dead standing. One of them I took down wasn't all the way dead. The top had a little bit of green stuff on, and that's what I used right in there, just to raise that side up a little bit. I got some half logs in there that are pretty rotten. But that right there, that little knot where there was a branch sticking out, look at all that fat wood in there, all that nice resin. But I got sick of cutting little ones, so I just chopped up that rotten one and laid that down for my legs. Because I think my head's going to sit over there, torso, my butt someplace in there, and then my legs drape off in there. I'll get the tarp up, and I got to hike back to the truck or the Jeep and get my rest of my sleep kit, and then I'll get back to you then. But like I said in my earlier videos, this stuff takes time. Like I said, just an hour and a half just to make a little bit of a raised bed. And I gotta put some little stakes in the other side yet so it don't roll off and shift down when I'm sleeping. And get the rest of this cleaned up. And there isn't, I don't know if there's gonna be enough for a firewall or a fire reflector off that dead rotten one or not. But otherwise there's plenty of other dead standing, but that's a lot of work. So I see a couple more rotten ones over there I could probably use as a fire reflector. Just something to help reflect the heat back into my tarp. So sun hasn't really come out yet. Shoot you up at the sky there. That's where the sun is. Hiding right up in there. But as you can see, the sun's not really out yet. Well, I mean, it's out, it's just hiding. That's okay though. Yeah, we'll get you set up later when I get back from the truck or the Jeep. Alright, a little view of my setup so far. Tarp, my raised bed, my fire reflector, pot hanger, and the top here, the center, is just tied up to that little pine there. Just giving it a little tension to lift the top up. And I got my snow logs holding the guy lines. That's about it. Now I'll walk her around the back here. And I'm gonna head back to the Jeep and get my sleeping stuff and set that in there. Just staked it to the ground. Flapped over the wings a little bit. Kind of acts as a windbreak. And there we go, and this is what it looks like from the back. Then I'll get you up here and show you headroom wise. You can see right here, be a little bit of a fire. I want to find a log or something so I can sit down right here and warm up. And the fire far enough away from the tarp. And then my bed in there. And I can stand up to, I don't know if you can see this little spruce twig that That marks the guy wire for at night. And that's it. Alright, sleeping kit's all in. That's the military sleep system. I got a grabber space blanket down first. Then I have my Reflectix pad. Then I have my trail light, I think, by Thermarest. Then my wool blanket. Then a sleeping bag. It's pretty comfy. Had to rearrange some logs for lumbar, stuff like that, but good to go. Got my 2-liter canteen of water there. Now it is, I know it's definitely time for coffee. Oh yeah, it's 2 o'clock already. See, and I started at 10. That's 4 hours. And this is all I got done. But now it's pretty easy from here on out. Everything's set up. I just have to get some firewood processed, get some more of that dead standing stuff, bring it on over and get her bucked up and split and get us a fire going. So I gotta try to find some hardwoods though, so I can put this on the old coals. Num num num. Looking forward to that. And really that's all I come out to do. I mean, cook a steak on the coals. That's going to be my supper tonight. So, that's it for now. Hook up with you a little bit. Bye. Well, we got it going. There, now you can all see how my little hanger works. Some water on for coffee, and then I don't know if I'm gonna throw that steak on the coals because it's just pine. I'm gonna end up with a piney pitch resin taste. I don't know. I do know I want to cook that though. Yep, my little plastic clips are melting. Melting! I don't know if you can see that there. Where is it? There it is. They say this isn't meant to be put on the fire. It's meant to suspend over the fire. Well, that's what I'm doing. Granted, it's a little close to the fire, but that's probably why they make metal ones now. Alright, oh well. Give you a little look-see here. Made a couple little changes. Carved a little notch in here. So I can hang a billy can right on there. And I made me a backrest. And I folded the top of the tarp over just to give me a little more room till I get ready for bed. Got a little cup holder there. So I'm pretty much set. Boy, it's quiet out here though. I like it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Tranquil. Calm now. No breeze. Still probably about, I'd have to say 30, 32. Could see my breath, but it's nice. Especially for the 11th of February in Wisconsin. Black River Falls, Black River State Forest. It's nice and peaceful out here. Gotta love it. Now I got low light stuff on this camera too. I want to try that a little later when it starts getting darker. See how well that works. I really don't have much more to say. Didn't do a tripod today. Did that last time. I think I'm just going to relax now. Relax and call her quits to a long day. Figure I show you here, making myself a bush plate for my steak while the fire gets ready. Just leveling it out a little bit here. Smoothing it off so I don't get no slivers of wood. Not that the slivers would hurt me any, but well, you never know, they might. taking the bark off, getting all the corners kind of rounded here. The original bush plate. And if any of my viewers want one of these fine looking things, they're custom made, one at a time, and I'll only charge you $59.99 plus shipping and handling. I still don't have that low light feature on, and it's 5 bells. Getting darker. In here anyway. Sun never did really come out. It did for, well, I don't know, 20 minutes. And that was it. Peaceful out here, quiet. I'm using my little puko. It's I don't know if you can see that. It says Woods Knife, Finland on there. I redid the handle, sanded it down, and gave myself a little finger choil and a thinner handle back here. Fits my hand a little better. And that should be pretty much it. Should be enough there to cook a steak. We'll soon see. Then I'll let you know what it tastes like cooking it on pine. Got my zebra can there. Got some water in there, keeping it hot for coffee when I cook the steak. Boy, it's a rare view. Oh, sorry about that. Me with no hair. Or not much of it anyway. That's okay. Because then, see, with my hat on, it hits the back of the headrest there. This is definitely definitely worth doing. Anybody out there that's watching and you're on let me turn this a little bit, and if you're on you know, the line of, well, do I go, do I stay, do I go by all means. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, doesn't have to be a fancy setup, doesn't have to be much of anything, you know. If you got a tent, use a tent. I got a tent. It's a little two-man tent. It's in the van, or in the Jeep. Brought it just in case I wanted to use that. But I like to tarp. And my military sleep system, it's heavy and it's big, bulky, but it's warm. You know, you can't go wrong with military surplus gear. And that one's pretty much new. And I got that for a steal. Last year, April 1st, I did a Bushcraft USA meetup. That was the only one that showed up, but it was in this woods here, and I called it the Fool's Weekend because it was April 1st. And I got this military sleep system for that because it was supposed to get down to 19 Fahrenheit that night, and I didn't have anything that went that low. I just had a rinky-dink Walmart special sleeping bag, you know, and that wasn't going to keep me warm. And I didn't want to have a long fire and keep it going all night long to keep warm. So I found that online from a guy, can't remember exactly where I saw it, but it was in Fond du Lac. He lived, and he had that, and I think I picked that up for $75. And it's got the patrol bag, the green patrol bag, the black winter bag, and the camouflage bivvy bag. So it worked real well. Like I said, it's bulky. It doesn't... I got my little pack again. There's my day pack. I don't have one of them great big ones. Someday for winter camping I'd like to get one. I'd like to get one of them 100-liter frame packs. Then fit a lot more stuff in there. But I don't need it now. And camera's doing pretty good. I look off behind me there. It looks like it's daylight out. And I don't even have the low light on yet. Maybe the low light's for dark stuff, I don't know. Camera's still new to me. It's a little Sony Handycam. Well, as you can see, my fire reflector is now burning. Makes for a really roaring fire. But I'll throw some snow on there as soon as that bark gets burnt off and keep her cooled down a little bit. Alrighty. Alright. Dug the stake out of the snow. Really hard to see it. Nice juicy steak ribeye. Get the coals ready a little bit. And then just set her on. Oh, Can you see that now? Listen to her sizzle. Oh, uh-oh. Tripod was stuck. No. Give you a different angle. That ought to be good. It's really not that bright out here. As you can see now. Oh! Yeah. Well, we'll turn you back on when I flip the steak. There. Getting ready to flip the steak. Oh yeah. Ow. Getting warm. There we go. Look at that. Juicy. And then I got my fire going over there. Water on. I'm ready to go. We got the bush plate. Can you see it? Look at that. Food's a little bigger than the plate, but that's okay. Because I'm going to cut into it here. Let me tell you, that is some good eating. Alright. Like I said, I don't like eating in front of you guys, so with that said, take a sip of my coffee here. We'll get back to eating. Catch you in a bit. Alright. Supper's all done. And it's 6:25. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. Tired after eating. But I really don't want to go to bed now. I'll be up at 2 in the morning. I'd like to sleep till sunup anyway. Boy, I tell you, that steak hit the spot. Got the fire going again. Well, it was going on the right side, and the left side there was my coals. But whole thing's going again now. I think I'm just going to sit and chill out now. In front of the fire. Nice and warm. Gonna have to put a little more snow on the fire reflector. Starting to smoke again. Alright. If there's anything interesting that wakes me up during the night, or I don't know, maybe a UFO will land and I'll record it for you guys. I doubt they'd land here though, too many trees. Alright. Dean signing out. Weekend Wanderer 3. Catch up with you in the morning again. Good morning, YouTube. Slept okay. Yeah. Whoa. Took me a long time to get to sleep. I think that's because it was 3 cups of coffee. It's 10 to 9 right now. And once I got to sleep, a couple hours later I was up. I had to use the potty. Probably has something to do with the 3 cups of coffee. Bed was comfortable, except for laying on my side. My hip would start hurting. Not enough cushion. That's okay. I'm gonna get some coffee on here and maybe ramen noodle for breakfast. I'll give you a show around here of what my surroundings looks like. Sorry about that. My battery died on me. Got a little cold. This is my view, and the sun coming up. Okay. Gonna get up here, get some water on the boil, and I'm not gonna put it on the fire. I don't have any wood left and the fire's all burnt down. So I'm gonna put it on the my little MSR whisper light. Alright, talk to you later. Alright, now we got the good battery in. Using my MSR whisper light. I like using this stove in the winter because it runs on the white gas or the Coleman camping fuel stuff, and for me it seems to burn better than them like my little pocket rocket in the winter time when it's really cold. Right now it's not really cold, but when it does get really cold, and if I'm outside, oh, it's colder now than it was last night though, that's for sure. Let's see what we got here. It rained a little bit. I don't know if you can see them on there. Yeah, it rained a little bit last night. Early this morning actually. And that's okay though. Beautiful day out now. A little windy, but at least the sun's out. Yeah. Well, there we are. Got my schmog on underneath my cowboy hat here. Boy, that wind's a little nippy this morning. Got my coffee. Oh, and that tastes good. And I got my can of ramen noodles. Let them cool off a little bit before I eat them. Boy, you know, the weatherman, if I could get paid and keep my job and lie as much as they do, it'd be a sweet job. They said I was supposed to be near 40 today. Well, last night, 33, maybe 32, and it was cloudy all night. And now the sun's out, and the sun looks really nice because it's nice. I like the sun being out. But it's got to be 20 degrees with 15-20 mile an hour wind. Get you up at them trees up there and see if you can see them trees blowing around. Well, not right now. Sure, I want to show you with the camera, and it ends up being a just put the camera down and the wind comes up. Well, you can see the tarp moving around in the background, I guess. Well, I'm gonna have my soup, noodles, and my coffee. And start packing up. Good times, good times. I'll show you once I'm all packed up. And I don't know about leaving no trace this time. I want to get rid of the fire pit, and I already got rid of the fire reflector. But I'm thinking I'm gonna leave my raised bed there set up, because I want to come back again in April 1st. I want to do that Fool's Weekend again, like I mentioned earlier. And this is a nice little area. I mean, it's not far from the road, but yet where you park, it's about a mile away. And here at Black River State Forest, for wild camping or off-site camping, special camping permit, you gotta walk at least a mile or hike a mile from your vehicle. And if you take the trails inside the woods there, it's right at about a mile. But if you shoot down right behind you here, the road's only 100 yards away. And then you gotta walk a quarter mile or so, half mile back to the parking lot area. So I think this is a good area. The only bad part about this area, it's not really a bad part, it's just there's no hardwoods, it's all pines. The other area I have a mile or so, 2 miles down that way, is a pine area, but then on the other side of the little footpath, there's some hardwoods out there, so you can get some decent wood for cooking on a fire if that's what you want. I don't know. I like this area. I like that area. It's only my second time, well, third time up here. Second time camping. First time I just scouted around for a couple hours and left. So we'll see. I don't know. Okay. Turn you back on when I get everything tore down and broke apart here, and as leave no trace as I'm gonna do today. Like I said, I'm thinking I'm gonna leave that raised bed here just for future use. Alright. Alright, and as always, here's the cleaned up campsite. Gonna leave my raised bed there and my little makeshift chair. There's just rotten logs and some other dead sticks pounded in for a backrest. And as you know, right in front of there was the fire. That's all cleaned up. Right there's my little chopping log that I used, the stump. And everything else is all cleaned up. I have my steak package that I'm taking out with me, and my Mountain Dew bottle that I had coming in yesterday, and inside there is my ramen noodle package and all my little coffee packs. I packed it in, I'm packing it out. So, I'm guessing that's it for another weekend wander. Here anyway. I will catch up with you guys again when I get the chance and weather permitting. One of these days I'll go through a breakdown of what I use in my kit here. It's pretty much the same thing every time. Today about the only difference was my MSR whisper light, I carry it along with me, but I usually don't use it on day hikes or trips because I just have the fire and I warm up the water that way. But this morning I didn't want to get a fire started in the cold, so, and I didn't have any wood left over, didn't plan on it last night anyway. So I just used my MSR to boil some water and make some soup and some coffee. But otherwise, you know, my kit has evolved pretty much to the point where I'm comfortable with what's in there and what I use and don't use. So the stuff I don't use doesn't go. But come summer, I don't know about the axe yet. I don't know if I'm gonna swap out the axe for a kukri. I don't know. I got one of those and they chop real well. The axe is nice and it packs okay in that pack, so maybe I'll keep it for the summer. I like the axe. I like the idea of it. So, alright. Catch you guys later. Y'all have a good one.